Howdy. I've been making several videos about volcanic plasma phenomena, several volcanoes, or on several volcanoes I have observed some phenomena which I think are totally electrical in nature. That's why I call them plasma phenomena. A year ago and 5 months ago, obviously, there might be more like these kind of videos, but that's a year old. Continuous ash plumes are like antennas for more energy. Volcanic electrification. I will put links below to these videos. And there has been some talks also about people saying it's just a lens flare and stuff like this. This is a part of my gallery with plasma phenomena related with volcanoes. There's some more. I don't know if you want to call it this. This thing also plasma. Maybe not. It's an electric current nonetheless. It might be plasma. There are things like this to be found here in my gallery. And of course, Fuego. Things like this. I don't think you'll find this anywhere else on the internet. Maybe you'll find it all over the place. That's an enhanced version. That's compared to the sun, which had happened on the same day. And Fuego in daytime. Same position as the plasmoid. Yeah, and there's all kinds of things. I think that's Semeru. Yes, it is. Taking off from the volcano. Whatever this is. I think it's a plasmoid shooting off the volcano. Okay. So this all indicates that we have to talk about electricity. I think that's Krakatau. That's also a screenshot from a live stream. I noticed this cloud formation here in the caldera. And somehow to me it resembled in a way this kind of tokamak magnet machine. I might be totally wrong, but somehow it looks the same. It has similarities. Lab plasma George Haniotakis. Tal mediation, so it's Tal volcano. I guess. You can go to check them out. I recommend you to check out this George Haniotakis. Very interesting. But now, today, I stumbled across a video from the volcano of Fuego in Guatemala, which might be the definite proof of electricity being a big part of volcanism. So that's a screen recording I made. I think I draw even stuff in there. There's no sound to it, so I probably have to tell something what we see and try to. But anyway, let's dive into that. Obviously, I have been zooming in, because here is where the lightning strike starts. You see this little white thing there in the middle? This is where it all starts. Or where it's, let's say it like that, it starts probably at the center of the core of our Earth. Or at the center of our galaxy. But that's the first thing getting visible from this lightning strike, which I think is very good proof of this lightning strike is a positive one which goes from ground up. In this case, we have to talk about a volcanic ash plume. And the whole video is just maybe 1.5 minutes long. Yeah, I made a screenshot, you see. No, I just watched the screen recording I made earlier. And as you probably know, that lightning strikes, they are really quick. So scrolling to the right exact position with just the phone and like, you know, it's sometimes a bit hard to get the exact same spot. Or you go with a finger at just the exact spot, and at the moment you let go, ding, it just goes to another, like a split second to the next frame or whatever, and the thing what you wanted to see is not visible anymore. And this, there's a link below to this original video. They have been slowing it down. So I realized that as well by trying to get the things. There's another, here you can see the track the lightning took. And I think I'm talking about this region here because after this lightning strike is not visible anymore, there is still this pattern within the clouds visible. The tunnel, channel, or however you want to call it. Now it's very well visible here. It could be this kind of fulgurite within clouds. Yeah, of course, because it's a cloud, it doesn't stay there. But it is in a way the same principle. There has been probably quite much burned, transmutated into some other things during this lightning strike. And that's just one frame. And I want you to notice, how can I stop that? It's unstoppable. I want you to notice, I play around, I go back and forth, because here is one of those lightning strikes, how branches, maybe. And in the moment this is lighting up, this one gets dimmer. And it's immediate. And there is just one frame, which is somehow visible. This is much brighter, and the moment this one is coming into play, the one on the left gets dimmer. Check it out. And I think there's just one frame difference in that. I have made some screenshots, as you have seen, so let's check them out too. So that's the first one. First screenshot, there are not too many. Main target is here. This little white spot here in the middle. We cannot zoom in more. So let's check out the enhanced version. That's heavily enhanced. I wanted to pull this forward, this very spot here in the middle. This little bright whatever. And here is again, a bit closer. Maybe, who knows? That's a sphere. Maybe. It has somehow layers to it, or I don't know. It might just look like that. These are just volcanic clouds. And here we have it again, at the exact same spot. And here what I also find interesting is that the lightning bolt stops here. There is no connection. At least not visible. This doesn't mean that there isn't any. There has to be. And here is the channel, or the lightning, and that's the remnant of the channel it left behind within the clouds. And then I made this picture. That's the spot of this. That's 1 and that's 2. First 1 and then 2. Time-wise. First this happens, this gets visible. This spot here in the middle, which looks like a keyhole. And then it lights up. I think that's very interesting. And I think that's very good proof for my, it's not maybe mine, I don't know, for the theory of ash plumes being like antennas for energy. And energy always goes both ways, as we can see here in the picture. And there is for sure something going back in there as well. Maybe not at the exact same spot. Maybe if we have a volcano here, which discharges like this, the energy goes in here and goes back. But anyway, I leave it here. Thanks. Bye.